There are stories about creatures in the forest. There are legends about things that hunt in the dark. But in parts of the American Southwest, there is something people refuse to talk about at night. Not because it's a monster, but because speaking about it is believed to attract it. They call it the Skinwalker. Before we begin, a quick warning. This video contains disturbing folklore, cryptid encounters, and unexplained stories that some viewers may find unsettling. Viewer discretion advised. The Skinwalker comes from Navajo tradition. In the Navajo language, it is often referred to as Yi Naldushi, meaning, with it, he goes on all fours. But unlike typical horror creatures, the Skinwalker is not an animal. It is said to be a person, specifically, a witch. Someone who has chosen to use spiritual power for harm. According to traditional beliefs, a Skinwalker gains power through dark rituals, and one of the most disturbing elements of the legend is that this transformation is voluntary. It is a choice, a deliberate act of corruption. In traditional accounts, skinwalkers are believed to transform into animals, mimic voices, move at unnatural speeds, appear as typically coyotes, wolves, owls, or deer. But witnesses often say something unsettling. The animal looks wrong. Its movements are unnatural. Its eyes are human. And sometimes it stands upright. Some stories claim skinwalkers can imitate human voices, calling out from the darkness, using the voice of someone you trust and know, but slightly off, too flat, too delayed, too empty. In recent years, the legend has exploded online. People claim to see deer standing on two legs, coyotes staring at houses for hours, figures running alongside highways at impossible speeds. But many modern stories exaggerate. They mix this legend with others and remove the cultural context.
Made it to the Appalachian Mountains. So far, no skin.
The original story wasn't about random forest monsters. It was about the misuse of spiritual power, about betrayal, about turning against your own community. That is far darker than something chasing you in the woods.
Holy crap, dude, this trail going on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. That was my cue to leave.
Many stories take place in remote desert areas, long highways, wide open land, very few lights. And when you're alone in that kind of silence, the mind becomes alert. Every shadow moves, every sound carries weight. If something were standing far off the road, just watching, would you notice? Skeptics argue there are simpler answers. Coyotes with mange can appear skeletal, strange. Deer can briefly balance on their hind legs in self-defense. Wind can distort voices. Fear can distort memory. And once a story spreads, people begin to see what they expect to see. But the fear surrounding this legend is very real. What makes the Skinwalker so disturbing isn't the transformation, it's the choice. A werewolf is cursed, a ghost is trapped, but a Skinwalker is someone who decided, someone who chose darkness, someone who chose power over community and family. So really, what is the Skinwalker? A misunderstood spiritual belief? A cautionary tale? A legend reshaped by the internet? Or something that still moves quietly across desert highways, waiting? If something calls your name from the darkness, make sure it's really who you think it is. Otherwise, you might end up just like most of these stories. If you enjoyed exploring this mystery with me, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into cryptids, folklore, and the unexplained. And remember, not every legend stays a legend. Sometimes something is still out there. Thanks for watching.